What is up, guys? We are back at it with another one. I don't have my stencil ready this time, so you guys will be seeing the whole process of such. I like to use this stencil stuff here. Used, abused, and trusted by many. Actually, let's do this one over here on the side. A little bit goes a long way. So to me, it's really worth the price of getting such. You really don't want to use much. Just a nice thin layer. You apply too much and your stencil is going to smear. Just make sure you rub it in there and get it nice and even. Get my towel ready. Place this on up there. Get my ink cap ready. Stencil stuff aside. And we are going to apply the stencil carefully. Kind of a smaller one. So we don't want to, we really want to stay away from smudging this one at all. Trying my best to be as careful as possible. Gotta make sure that it's nice and applied there. Fold it down in every spot. That way we get our details. Not the prettiest, but at least it ain't smudged. I love you too. I'm gonna let this stencil dry. That way it gets actually really in there. Get the ink caps out. Now it is a small one, so I could use a smaller ink cap if I wanted, but I'm gonna go with the medium. Alright, set those back. Today, of course, you know my product by now, Dynamic. We're gonna use triple black here. Just had another order of it come in today. Already making a mess with it. Make sure I got plenty so I don't touch the bottom of the ink cap there. For those of you who don't know, we kind of stay away from touching the bottom of the ink cap for obvious reasons, or obvious to some of us at least. We do not want to risk, sorry, pouring my water out here for the excess needles so they don't dry out. We don't want to touch at the bottom of the cap because it can fray our needles or damage them in really any sort of way, so we don't want to risk that at all. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and set up my tattoo gun. Got my sleeves I use here. Just your basic tattoo pen machine cover. It's really there just to be a protective film, so that way you're not, you know, risking any sanitation issues. Get that sleeve on in there. Gonna leave it out about that much. Make sure my wire's nice and covered. There's the end of the pin there. Then with that, I'm going to grab a couple towels here and just fold it downward in half, downward in half again. That way I get it to the size that I need. Gonna get some equate co-band. What I'm gonna do here is hold one end of the tissue, wrap it around. Doesn't gotta be any sorts of pretty. Co-band's gonna put everything back in its place anyways. Just get it wrapped around there like that. Co-band. A nice lengthy piece. Tattoo is about 4 inches, so we want about 6. Has nothing to do with the tattoo, just stating for reference. Now this tattoo is kind of small because it will be going onto a client's bicep. I measured it out to be about 4 inches because any larger than that and the points here and here will be going into like the crease of the elbow here and up towards the armpit. Is there, like I said, not the prettiest, but it's enough for grip. That's all we really care about with that. Alright, now given the size of most of this, the crown I probably could get away with doing a 9 or 11 round liner, but let's see, where are these? Are these all my shaders? Yeah, these are my magnums. Looks like my round liners. So I'm probably going with a ooh, it's gonna show a lot of detail. I would love to do a 5, but it looks like we're gonna, well, no, I could get away with the 5. Let's go ahead and try that out, see how it goes. It is a practice skin after all. A lot of straight lines and intricate parts, so we'll see how steady I can keep it. Again, I'm gonna go with wormhole tattoo using a 12 5-round liner. Apply that to the gun, twist. Oh. Try that again. Put it to the gun, twist, locked in. Make sure it's operable. Seems like my voltage is a little low. We're gonna raise that. There we go. Listening for a nice and slow one there. I've got it running at 5.5. That way we can make sure we go slow and steady, get this as detailed as possible. I am noticing that for some reason my stencil did make a mark that's not really supposed to be there. Let's see if we can turn that. There we go. That right there, that line that needle points at, not really supposed to be there. That's right, we'll completely ignore that and just pass it and just ignore it. gonna go ahead and start with the more intricate parts towards the bottom, such as this dashed circle here and these lines here. Kind of look like our stencil disappeared a little bit. Let's see if we can bring that back out. What you looking for? You don't know? Yeah, that stencil line completely disappeared. It's alright. We still got our reference line here. We just need to make it straight. My apologies. I love you too. Mwah. Keep it nice and slow. And slow and steady. And we avoid any shakiness. At least avoid it as much as we possibly can, because no matter how good you are at tattooing, if you're using a smaller needle size, you're definitely still gonna see that shaking. We got the stencil on our right side. I probably should have double checked that beforehand. It's alright, looks like it. Or not too bad. Looks like I'm gonna have to drop down some more, down to 4.5. It looks like I am doing some kind of carving here with my liner, so I'd like to try to bring it down a bit so we avoid carving so much. And again, this is probably one of my cheapest skins. So it could totally just 100% be the fact that the skin is so cheap it just doesn't want to show the stencil, or not show the stencil, but hold the stencil too well. I use proper application technique. Get some more ink here. Little hand is fine. suppose I could adjust it back inward a little bit. So I went ahead and did that. That way my needle depth is a little more precise to what I'm wanting right now. Bit in the way, aren't we? Kind of making it hard to see. This 5 seems to be doing okay, but starting to feel like I really should have gone with a 3 on this one. Just because of how intricate and small the design is. Let's get this crown out the way. Little reminder that we gotta fill that in there. Now we're gonna go ahead and clean off. Remember guys, don't forget to wipe. Already gonna use another paper towel here. This one seems to be a bit of a messy one. It's alright. Just don't wanna wipe away my stencil. At least what's left to do of it. Gonna come back over this crown, fix it. Excuse me. Goodness, excuse me. We're gonna come back over this crown and finish up closing this off here. That's right to leave that. We will pack it later. Like I said, the smaller the lines, the more likely we are to see any shakiness and stuff. So when I actually do this tattoo, we're more than likely gonna size it up quite a bit. this wiped off here so we're not getting the Aquaphor into it. Probably one of the smallest tattoos I've done as far as needle size. Because I mean, I've done some actually smaller tattoos that are like maybe that big, just a little type size, like half this diamond, top head of the chest piece, if you will. Did pretty much one good line there. And then there was multiple lines there, but I just tried to get it all done at once. I gotta let my needle hang a little bit more. Let's make sure you guys can see that there. Any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to comment down below. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Hit that bell to get my notifications of when I do live streams and when I set out some new posts. I don't want to miss out on that. Getting a little harder to see our stencil here. Might end up doing this session again. Because honestly, I'm already not too happy with how it's come out. In full honesty. Those of you out there watching in this live stream, I'm sure you can agree with that. Because I mean, this shakiness, not happy with that. Not happy. So we will have to size this up and get that redone. Good clean straight lines. That's the preference. Now this is my own design, so I do kind of know this a little bit well. I say a little bit because I did take references, like 6 different photos just to design this. We will do the best we can. Get this ink. I could always pull up another reference, a physical, on the tablet here. Go ahead and do that, just in case I basically have questions about my own art. Let's see. Okay. Looks like it goes right about here. Visit where? Right at the dotted line. So let's see. Now remember there was a crack there, but we're gonna go ahead and skip past that. Not a majorly important detail. We're just gonna kind of get these dots in here. Maybe want a little extra, a little too close to that, but that's alright, it's what we practice for. Some of the dots here aren't spaced so evenly. I'm really noticing that now. Go. Just those details there. Get this cleaned off. See how well we didn't do. Let's get ready to be sad about them results, right? Right. No, we hope for the best and expect the worst. Prepare for the worst. That's what it is. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. One of the things I try to follow by daily is, I mean, you do want to have good hopes for things in life, but can't always expect that that's gonna happen. So best you can do is just prepare for the worst, honestly. Never get caught slacking, make sure you're always ready for it. Stencil's not, I mean the skin's not cleaning off too well, so that shows that this is one of my cheaper ones, once again, and it's not wanting to be so pretty. That's right. We're not going to focus on that. We're not going to constantly blame our product. We always got to choose to do better to be better, right? Into some shading here. Just kind of pack it in a little bit. Make them details a little bit better. It's actually kind of a quick one, not gonna lie. I expected this to be longer. Maybe that's just because how small it is. I just felt like the intricacy of it would just take longer to go through. Especially at a slow rate with the voltage, low voltage. Still not too bad. I would probably do this again, but larger. That way we could get cleaner, straighter lines instead of this. Yeah, let's see if we can go ahead and use one of these mags to pack in some of that crown. Couldn't think of the dang word crown. My bad for all the noise, guys. There we go. Back. This here, again, the wormhole tattoo. We got a 12-15 mag 1. This one's kind of a specialized. It's got a solid red silicone at the bottom here for a better glide for the needle. And I say that it's different because in comparison to, say, my round liner, which, I mean, they have mags with this same one. If you would you could see that when it stretches, it kind of goes to a cone shape. It's because it's comes out a little bit, and it goes back in and comes back out. This one, however, this one is just completely straight. It's got a better glide on it. At least that's just my personal thought to it. I mean, research shows, but yeah. Right there. It's a little bit different. It's the needle type there. That's what mag is like. Straight row stacked on top of each other. Gotta bring that down quite a bit. So that's what we'll do. About there. You all can even see that. There we go. It was about double that length when we first started, so that is a little bit large, isn't it? Yeah, that is a little large for the size of the crown. Kind of covers over the whole thing. That's alright. Turn this to the side here. Keep flipping. Make sure we get every bit of it that we can. Suppose I could use this for shading as well. They should be, I believe, on the couch. Let me see. Stipple shading would be a beauty with this. Oh yeah, that would work beautifully. So I just covered this inner part of the line there. Alright, enough fooling around. Let's clean off this. Used a bit much, but that's right. Okay, I love you too. Well. Well, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Let's try and give this a little more shading. Not bad looking, not bad. Let's wipe away and see the truth. Paper towel's kind of falling apart there. So we're gonna go ahead and get a new one. Look at that. Nice even shading. Gonna try to clean up some of it around. Nice. Not too bad. Not too shabby at all. Aside from a little bit of squiggle here. Kind of went a little thick. This right here. That right there can cause a lot of damage to real skin. That will cause some scarring, definitely. And this is, well, depth ain't that bad. I guess I just took it a little too slow. There's a little bit of what would be a blowout there. Just a tiny bit though. But no, mostly just, that's mostly just damage to skin there. So you guys really want to make sure you're double checking your hand speed. Make sure you do lots and lots of practice just to get the hang of it. Try yourself with some different voltages. See where you would be comfortable. That way you can avoid some damage like that to real skin. Well, it seems like this one was a little bit of a short one, so thank you guys for sticking around if you were here. Do not forget to hit that like button and subscribe so that we can see some more of these practice videos, see some more of what not to do. Thank you guys for tuning in. We love you lots. Have a good one.